I say, that is a rather interesting costume you are wearing.
It is not a costume. This is my official superhero uniform. Every superhero must have one.
I see. Pardon my ignorance. May I ask why your uniform depicts the image of a common vegetable?
Yes, you may.
Well?
Well, I gave you permission to ask, so ask.
Fine. Why does your costume, uniform, depict the unsavory image of a common green vegetable?
I'm sorry. I do not understand your accent.
Why do you have broccoli on your shirt?
Every superhero's uniform represents their powers or the manner in which they received their powers in some way.
And yours is broccoli?
Yes. One day, I accidentally ate a piece of radioactive broccoli from a strange top-secret scientific experiment gone wrong.
How in the world did you manage that?
Merely a freak coincidence. Ask any superhero and they will tell you that these freak accidents are more common than you might think. For example, Peter Parker was bitten by a radioactive spider and now he is almost as amazing as me.
What abilities, pray tell, did this supposed abnormally endowed botanical curiosity impart to your being?
Was that even English?
Clearly heightened intelligence was not one of its perks. Could you please just tell me what superpowers you now have thanks to this broccoli?
It is truly extraordinary, to tell you the truth. With a single touch, I can turn any object, regardless of atomical structure, to a blazing shade of broccoli green.
I fail to see how this could be of any significant help.
I can also change the molecular structure of any food into broccoli.
You know, using vaguely scientific terms does not make your mediocre and anticlimatically second-rate ability sound any more impressive.
Just last week I saved a little girl from a sugar-induced coma.
Really?
Yes. I changed her birthday cake into broccoli.
And just how did that save her?
Since her birthday cake was now a healthy pile of delicious broccoli, she could no longer consume the sugar that might have negatively affected her health.
So, this was merely a preventative act?
That is correct.
I'm sure she was positively thrilled.
I detect a hint of sarcasm in your tone. Do you doubt the power of broccoli? I am like the King Midas of broccoli.
I doubt the usefulness of your superpower to the general public. If all you can do is turn stuff green and cause all of our edibles to change into broccoli, it would seem to me that you are more of a public menace than a hero.
I disagree. I promote good health and wellness for every man, woman, boy, girl, and household pet.
Household pets should not eat broccoli.
Broccoli is good for all. I will not stop in my mission until the entire world is a beautiful shade of dull green and all everyone eats is broccoli. Like Soylent Green, but with broccoli.
Though I admire your resolve, you are completely delusional.
What makes you say such a discouraging thing, when all I am trying to do is make the world a healthy place?
I believe that an unfortunate side effect of this radioactive vegetable was to cause the thinking center of your brain to irrevocably focus on this irrational and ultimately destructive goal.
Are you saying my brain has turned to broccoli?
Not exactly, but it seems that despite your below-average intelligence you have grasped my point.
What you do not realize is that the King Midas broccoli touch is not the only gift given to me by the radioactive broccoli.
Really? What is this additional power?
I have an unusually adept hand for shadow puppets.
Most impressive, I'm sure. But just how will this help in a time of crisis?
I can mesmerize my nemesis with a fascinating and entertaining display of shadow puppets.
What if there is not adequate light to produce a shadow?
Then I must use other means to fight my opponent.
Such as?
There are any number of things that I can do.
Name just one.
The possibilities are truly endless.
If they are so abundant, why is it that you cannot even give me a single example?
I must keep them secret so the element of surprise is not compromised.
What element of surprise? You are nothing but a walking broccoli farmer who turns stuff green and makes little girls cry by changing their birthday cakes into a green vegetable, which is, as you should know, comparable to your child's worst nightmare. It would seem that you are not a superhero at all. Rather an unfortunate product of an uncontained scientific experiment that likely should never have been conducted in the first place.
I do not know how to respond to such criticism. I think I might cry.
Please, don't do that.
You have scarred my ego beyond repair.
There is no need for such dramatics.
But you have told me that I am a worthless, no account, unsuper anti-hero. I do not know how to respond to that.
Perhaps you could take the admonition with dignity and grace, considering what I have told you in a mature and thoughtful manner, then come to a logical conclusion and act upon it.
Yes. I see the wisdom in your statement.
I am glad you have finally come to your senses.
I will now distract you with my shadow puppets so that I may attempt to turn you into broccoli.
I did not realize your reference to Soylent Green was literal. Fortunately, I am also a superhero in disguise. I have the capacity to effectively reverse the powers of all other super peoples.
What does that mean?
It means you are entirely powerless against me. However, I do have a sudden craving for a disagreeably bland vegetable resembling a tree. Perhaps you could oblige.
I still do not understand your accent.
I said I would like some broccoli.
Then, contrary to all you have said, it appears that I do have a legitimate purpose.
Yes.
My work here is done.